Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. I have something special for you today. This really beautiful example of a 2014 Volkswagen Beetle. Unfortunately, the Beetle was discontinued. I think 2018 or 2019 was the last year. I'll pop up the exact year on the screen. Really cool vehicle. Unfortunately, people vote with their dollars, and Volkswagen was just not selling enough. I don't know if they needed to sell 30, 40,000 Beetles a year. They just weren't selling quite enough to warrant keeping them in production. The Beetle was reintroduced, I think it was in 1998. My dad was in the car business. I worked in the car business with my dad back around then, and we actually, for a little while, I had a new Beetle loaner car to drive for a few days while my car was in the shop. It was really a cool vehicle. I loved it. You know, I was in high school, and the new Beetle was quite the car to drive around back then. It was getting a lot of attention. But the one thing about that previous generation, it was a little bit too cartoonish, a little bit too, you know, bulbous rounded styling. When VW went to the drawing board to make their second generation of the new Beetle, not to be confused with the original, they kind of, you know, made it a little bit more, I would say, serious. It has a little bit more of a serious look to it. So it's less cartoonish, still looks good, still follows that, you know, same design theme that we all love from the Beetle, but it's just a little bit less, you know, cartoonish and more of a serious car. And I think they did a great job. And if you are looking for a nice Beetle, it probably won't get too much nicer than this for a pre-owned one, especially 2014. This one only has 7,983 miles at the time of making this video. And now I can tell you, looking at the condition on the inside and outside, it looks every bit of, you know, 7,983 miles. This thing looks beautiful. It's in really, really nice shape. And, you know, some people just don't drive a lot. Some people do a ton of miles. Some people hardly drive at all. Well, that was the case of this one. We bought it off the street from its previous owners. I guess at the time it was our current owners. I think they're the second owners. And, yeah, you know, we have a very big pre-owned business, so we're always looking to buy cars. We advertise to people if they have a car to sell. You know, we'll be happy to buy it. And, you know, obviously with 7,983 miles, they weren't driving it that much, and sometimes people come to, you know, conclusion. I've done this too with some of the cars I've liked, that, you know, I like the car, I just not driving every day, it's got low miles, so why not sell it and, you know, use the money for something else. So that's what they did. But luckily for you, if you're in the market for a nice Beetle, this thing's in collector's condition, and who knows, you know, maybe 20, 30 years from now, if you hold on to it, this could be a desirable classic. I mean, it's a really cool vehicle. Beetle didn't, you know, Volkswagen didn't make a ton of these things. And this one, with such slow miles, it's in near, I wouldn't say near, but, you know, pretty close to pristine condition, I'd say. Hardly a mark on it on the inside and outside. They have this nice leather interior. I like how the interior accents match the exterior color. It has a red exterior, so the dashboard accents, the door accents match the exterior color. Nice glossy red paint. You know, we also have those accents here on the steering wheel as well. You know, not a ton of, you know, creature comforts. It's not a luxury car. It's just a, you know, everyday vehicle, but, you know, have a great automatic transmission. I believe it's a 6-speed automatic transmission. We have heated seats, great sounding audio system of a CD player, cruise control. We have the Beetle all-season mats. Very comfortable and highly adjustable seats. Decent amount of cargo space in the back. Basically, mechanically, the Beetle is based off the VW Golf platform. So even though it has a, you know, Beetle exterior and interior styling, mechanically it's very identical to the Volkswagen Golf. So obviously, when it comes to parts and service, it should not be too complicated. Good amount of cargo space. You can fold those rear seats down for even more cargo space. And then you have this cargo area cover to keep things out of prying eyes. Of course, you can remove that as well if you need more cargo space. Nice little trunk mounted spoiler for a little bit more of a performance look. And I like how it has a black racing stripe. Upgraded wheel and tire package. Really is a nice looking vehicle. And the nice thing about having a car like this is if you want to kind of set yourself apart from the rest of the crowd, but you don't want something, you know, fancy and exotic, you know, the ownership and maintenance costs are going to be relatively affordable on something like this. Yeah, it's something that's going to get you lots and looks and compliments. And, you know, you don't see a million of these things on the road. You're going to feel special. You're going to be unique. You're going to have a really cool car, but it's something that's also economical to own and drive every day if you want to do that. All right, for an engine, we have a 2.5 liter, 5-cylinder engine. Yeah, VW, they offered a 5-cylinder engine for a little while. So it's kind of a split. You get the, the benefits of a 4-cylinder and a 6-cylinder with a 5-cylinder. So it's, a little bit more fuel efficient than the 6-cylinder, but it makes a decent amount of power, 170 horsepower. That's pretty good for a 2.5 liter engine without having to use fancy like forced induction like turbocharging and supercharging. Very fuel efficient and pretty fun to drive. We have shipping that's complimentary to Washington and Oregon and Idaho. We can put this in our car hauler, we can tow it to you. So over our mobile delivery service, you can have this beautiful Beetle without leaving your neighborhood or even your driveway. And of course, a rear vehicle like this, it might be appealing to someone a little bit further away. We also have shipping nationwide. Obviously that can't be complimentary, but we have very competitive shipping rates. Contact us, we can get you a shipping quote and give you more information about our out-of-state purchase process. Thanks for watching this video. Hope to see you soon and have a wonderful day.